I can't
So
stand you.
I like cheesy stuff. I'm a cheesy guy.
All right. All right.
How'd it go? It was like, what's up, everybody? I'm David,
I'm Nick.
and we are Thinking Out Loud. Hey, that
There
was
you
that
go.
was a good. That
That
was
was some
good.
corny ass shit, but yeah.
No, don't be too embarrassed about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, yeah, I
Life is an embarrassing moment. So
the whole from the moment you're born naked.
Yeah.
That's pretty embarrassing.
well, it depends. If you work out, no.
A baby working out?
Fuck yeah, you ain't never seen that.
No, I've never seen that. What is that? I've never heard of a muscle
yeah,
baby.
Yeah, man. Like
A
like
Gerber baby?
Khabib. You don't know
A what?
Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Oh yes, that dude
whatever.
wrestled bears as a
Yeah,
kid.
Russell Bears as a fucking child.
That's true.
so-
Yeah, he wrestled bears as a kid, and he was actually he's actually a really tough dude.
Oh, fuck yeah. How
He's
many dudes
Russian,
You know,
so-
go up with a bear.
Yeah,
Who gets down with a bear? I don't. get
Leonardo
down with a bear.
DiCaprio.
Well, we're not talking about The Revenant.
I haven't seen it.
It's actually, I mean, it depends. I wasn't a fan of the film.
The Revenant?
Yeah, The Revenant. I wasn't.
Why not?
I don't know, man. I love the scenery. I'll
Yeah.
say that the scenery was beautiful, but
Yeah.
I think that they tried a little too hard to be like an animalistic person, I guess you could say.
I don't know.
I think DiCaprio, I think he did an okay job of depicting like a caveman of that era, I guess you
A
could say.
caveman. You're trying to describe a movie you haven't seen, or you didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
I don't understand how you cannot like a movie with Leo in it.
Well,
I can't think of a movie I
Leo
didn't like.
is an amazing actor, don't get me wrong,
Mhm.
but I don't know. I wasn't a fan. I don't know what the fuck you want me to say.
Maybe it's best if you don't speak unless spoken to.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it seems like.
No, but
That's what my mother used to tell me.
Oh God.
Bringing up mommy issues.
I know, right? Please, speak only when spoken to, Nick. Come on, I brought you on here to only.
I'm
you know,
just
to back
I'm
me
just
up.
fucking around. My mother did not used to tell me that.
You should have made that. You should have been like, yeah, that's
I should've
exactly.
just
Yeah,
went
you should have
along
just
with
went along with it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. No, I kind of want to talk
my
about.
mother would smack the shit out of me. I'm not joking about
I
that.
believe
she
you.
found out I said something like that, she'd smack the shit out of me.
Should she smack you so hard, I would feel it. No, yeah. I want to talk a little bit about Texas.
Okay.
Cause
My
fucking,
mom is from Texas.
Your mom's from Texas.
Yeah.
No disrespect, respectfully,
Respectfully.
but Texas, she Texas like Dallas. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying
Wait,
is
my
that,
mother? What are you
no,
going
I
for
ain't
here?
talking.
What-
No,
what?
no, 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 no,
Yeah,
no,
you
no, not
gotta
about
be
your mom.
careful,
No,
man.
no, 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 no. I'm talking about the storm, the winter. The winter
Okay.
has come for Texas.
Yeah.
Winter has come for Texas,
The
and
zombies are next.
all-
Blue-eyed zombies.
yeah, all I see people talk
They're
about.
really skeletons, so they weren't. Well, they kind of were zombies, no?
They were the undead walking. Yes, zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're zombies. Yeah, whatever. Spoiler alert.
Right.
Don't watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Watch
Watch up to season 6.
no, watch up to season 3, Red Wedding, and then stop watching
Oh
it.
my god.
Stop
here we
watching it
go.
after Red Wedding, because then your life will be so much better. To think that just speculating on what could have happened after that is the better part of the show.
No, Red Wedding is. Game of Thrones is amazing until season 6.
No, Game of
100%.
Thrones is amazing up until season 5. Season 6 was like,
You didn't like season 6?
no, you know why?
Why?
Because we knew season 7 was coming, and I had heard the rumors of there being, they were going to be tight on production,
Yeah.
and they were just trying to hurry up and finish it.
Well, I mean, if you follow Reddit, of course you found out.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was a big fan, so I always kept up with Game of Thrones. So I was excited,
Yeah.
but because I studied film a little bit, I can like pick up things and like I can see when like I'm like they need like 3 more seasons.
Yeah, for sure. They
need
rushed it.
Dude, it was getting so expensive.
They
Like
rushed
it was
it
movie
completely.
budget levels of every episode sometimes.
It got so expensive that there was no way to repair what had already been done. Like they just kept throwing things out there, and
Well, the story had only
don't
been
know.
written up to season 5.
yeah,
And then after that, they started putting together the story from what the creator of the show, was it R.R. Martin? George R.R.
George
Martin?
R.R. Martin. Yeah,
He started putting together, he's still writing the book, Fire and Ice or something. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
the
he
name of
is.
the first book.
it is.
So you can imagine like...
But he's been writing that book for years on end, so
Yeah, you
Will he
can't
ever
rush
finish it?
perfection.
We don't really know.
True. Yeah, but you see, you
But,
can.
but let's get back to Texas.
I just want to
So-
talk a little bit of shit about Texas
Okay.
because a lot of people. I see a lot of people.
Did you know that Texas
Mhm.
is the home of Dr. Pepper?
Dr. Pepper,
Yeah, Dr. Pepper.
my favorite soda.
Your favorite soda. That's why I brought that up. Did you know that? It's actually my mom's favorite soda.
I love Dr.
as
Pepper.
well.
Dr.
So,
Pepper is so good.
I grew up with that.
There's something about Dr.
Probably
Pepper.
why I fucked my teeth though.
Eesh. Nah, look, Texas. I'm talking smack about Texas because it's cold
Okay.
right now. Normally
Yeah.
it's hot and dusty.
I mean, it's cold or it's like beyond hot and humid. It's fucking. I don't know.
I don't know why.
I don't know why
It-
people
it's just
move there.
people move there because you don't pay state income taxes
Yeah, but you go to Vegas too.
and you can own guns. Vegas too, same thing.
Yeah,
I don't.
and you get gambling in Vegas. So
and you get gambling in Vegas.
I don't know. Is Vegas better than Texas?
I just don't like extreme heat. I don't like extreme. I think I can deal with extreme cold
Okay.
over extreme heat
Yeah.
because there's something about extreme heat that just bothers me.
What is it?
It's hot. It's too hot. It's too hot.
But what about all the what about all the beautiful women that are out because it's so hot?
nah.
No.
No person in the right mind wants to
Okay,
kick it
but
in
what
this heat.
about the beach, right? Like let's say you're in
beach
Miami.
was-
You ever been to Miami?
I've never been to Miami, but
Okay.
Miami right now is popping.
So I've been to Miami,
Okay.
and I've been when it's very hot and humid,
Yeah.
and I fucking hated it.
I know.
Hated it.
Continue.
And I was able to go on the beach. I was able to go in the water, and you know spring break in Miami. If you've been, you know what it is. But my point is I fucking despised it. And to a certain extent, as much as I don't like Texas, I think I'd rather be in Texas.
I want to be in Texas too because I want to buy guns.
Yeah.
I want to own guns. I like recreational
Shoot some fucking
shooting.
rattlesnakes or what?
Shoot some rattlesnakes. Shoot some disc. You
Okay.
know,
Yeah.
I'm into that.
Some real hillbilly shit.
Yeah, like I'm Mexican, so I'm into that kind of stuff. Not really. I didn't.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't grow up into that stuff, but a good cousin of mine, he kind of like is into outdoorsy stuff.
Yeah.
He's an outdoorsman, and I've never done outdoorsy shit except go on hikes. But hiking in Los Angeles doesn't count. You don't.
Okay.
Don't be a weirdo. Be like, oh my god, I'm a hiker. Like,
So as a Mexican, what was your thoughts on Ted Cruz entering Mexico after all this snowstorm and shit is blowing
I hope
over
he had a
in
good
his
time.
area? What?
I hope he had a good time.
You hope he had a good time?
I hope he had a good time because
do you know what Ted Cruz was trying to do?
he wasn't trying to do nothing. He was just trying to keep his family warm.
No. Okay. I mean the bigger picture. That
What?
he was trying to build a wall.
He's not trying to build
Are you a
shit.
Latino for Trump?
Latino
walk the
for
fuck
Trump.
out right now. Don't play with me. I'll walk out.
I don't understand the whole like. I get why people are mad at Ted, but come on, you
Okay.
gotta cut the man a break for doing exactly what anybody with the ability and the privilege to just get up and go.
Yeah.
Because so many people have the ability to get up and go, right? It's like, okay,
I think every day you have the ability to get up and go.
sure. I just think that I think their anger is misplaced. I mean, I'm sure it's died out now. The only people who are like holding a grudge against Ted are the people who are like hardcore into like, I don't even know anymore. Like, why are people like being?
Yeah, why are you talking?
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bet.
Yeah, bet. Like, to me, it just seems like okay. A lot of people vacation in warmer climates,
I think
tropical climates.
Yeah.
And I can understand that him being a politician.
I understand why though. You know, like if you grow up in a cold area, like
yeah.
fucking like Green Bay, right?
Yeah, Green Bay. Yeah, it's a good example.
Yeah. Of course you would want to come to California. Why the hell would you want to be in that cold?
Yeah, and if Ted,
But it's also a little bit vice versa. Like if you grow up on islands, then you would want to go to a cold place to visit.
true.
Would you?
Yeah, like I'm curious about
Like
going
I
to
love
Greenland.
snow, and I think I love snow because, damn, I got a mean lisp right now, but oh well. I love
You
snow.
want me to fix it?
I'm trying to fix it.
It was a joke. I was like,
I'll be doing tongue twisters
I'll
and
hit
shit,
the lisp
you know?
out of you.
Like what's that? Sally sells seashell by the seashore.
Yeah, just don't be too self-conscious. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got a lisp, people are gonna be like, "Why does he have a lisp?"
Yeah, they're like that shit's ugly.
I'd just be like, "All right."
Imagine talking to a girl that her name only has letters that have lisp in it, like that bring out a lisp in you.
Then her name would just be Lisp.
No. Her name would not be
What?
lisp. Like if her name was like Sally, like
I don't know.
Like you can hear it.
I don't know what
lisp right there.
I've never really.
Actually, I knew a girl named Sally. She's a very beautiful woman.
I don't get it though. What's a?
My point is just that lisp suck. Lisp suck.
Oh, all right, anyways.
Yeah, go back.
Yeah, Ted,
You're Latino for Trump.
I'm
Just say it.
I'm
It's
a
cool.
I'm a Latino for America.
Oh,
I'm a Latino for America.
So you're the Make America Great Again.
I'm more like
so maybe not Trump, but you believe in the Make America.
let's
Great
make
again.
Latinos great again.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I like that.
we.
How do you go about that?
How do we go about that? I don't know. I haven't thought it all the way through, but
Yeah, that's.
let's. Here in California, like it's warm all the time,
Yeah, all the fucking time.
or like it gets cold. Like a couple.
We do have some bipolar weather though.
We do have bipolar weather, but I think it's always short lived, because
Yeah.
the meme is like, oh, you live in California, anytime it gets colder than like 70, it's freezing, right?
Well,
Like that's like the cold. That's like
actually, yeah. Look at the fuck I'm wearing, and it's like sunny out.
yeah, it's bright out. It's a beautiful fucking day, and it's windy. It's chilly. It's like low 70s.
Yeah,
It's like low 70s,
yeah.
and it's chilly, right? Don't get me wrong. I have been to the cold. I like being in the cold because there's something about keeping yourself warm,
Okay.
right? Versus trying to get cold, right? Like how do you drop your temperature? You know what I'm saying? You can raise it easily, I think.
Oh, I see.
You see what I'm saying? Like how do you
yeah.
drop your temperature to a comfortable, because like you can't sleep if you're too hot. You can't sleep
Right.
if you're too cold.
Right.
And temperature control, like your body has a natural temperature control.
Yeah, you gotta regulate it.
Right. And you can get really sick in terms of like drastically changing your temperature and shit. Pneumonia. You ever done the ice
Hot
bath?
flash. You ever had a hot flash?
No.
Damn,
I'm not a woman.
you're lucky. I
Um,
used to get hot flashes a lot. They fucking suck.
what, I don't know.
What is a hot flash?
Yeah, what is a hot flash?
So I don't really know. The medical, I don't know the
He's
medical
like, I don't really know,
behind
but I'll
all
have
of
them,
it.
yeah.
But I can tell
Yeah.
you, it's basically. Well, I used to get them after like a mean night of drinking.
Mhm.
Like a hangover.
Yeah.
Basically, like mean hangover.
Yeah.
And my whole body would get like really, really, really hot out of nowhere,
Yeah.
and then I would feel like really nauseous.
Interesting.
So,
Interesting.
I believe that is the
You might have a
definition of
condition.
hot flash. Huh?
You might have a condition. It might not be hot
Yeah, I might have a
flashes.
condition.
You might have a condition.
Yeah, Rogan will kill me.
No, it's called dumb.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
it really.
Uh,
Yeah, no, it is dumb.
No,
don't,
no.
Don't overdrink past your limits.
Yeah, don't do that.
not worth
Even
it.
though we
The
know,
black-
even
the
though I've done it.
blackout-
Yeah.
The blackout is fun for you. The blackout is not.
Yeah, the
fun
blackouts
the
for
people
Texas
you're
are not fun
drinking
right now.
with.
Yeah. The blackouts for Texas, right? They've got rolling blackouts. They've
Dude,
got, they're having whole hardware grid, issues. No water, no running water.
yeah.
People are complaining about not showering for days. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, it's so easy.
Whoever's doing their construction and their infrastructure,
Mhm. It's because Texas
they need to be sued. Like, have you seen these viral videos?
like everybody memeing the snowstorm and like everything happening in their house. Yeah, I mean that's where we're
Shit-
at as
shit
a
is literally
society.
falling apart
Yeah.
in Texas households.
That's
How wild is that?
That's what
No
happens.
wonder their rent is so cheap, bro.
That is what happens when you don't pay state income taxes. That is what happens. You get
That's
just
fair.
Why doesn't Texas just grab its guns and fix the issue? Why don't they just?
What the fuck are they going to do with their guns?
I don't know. Start.
You want to threaten people to work harder?
No, like
What?
just they got guns. They've got like Texas is like that. It's the mascot of America.
Yeah.
So it's like pull yourself up, by your own
Yeah,
bootstraps.
Texas is. I mean, it's America. It's what America is placed on when people say.
It's like what people think.
America.
Like typical American and shit. Like
America.
hamburgers, hot dogs, baseball, and Texas.
Yeah. Look at the Texas flag and then look at our flag.
All
That's all I
my
gotta say.
exes live
Live
in
in
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, what's that?
My mom loves that song.
Is it?
I keep bringing up
is
my
it
mom
Dolly?
because we're talking about Texas so much.
Right, yeah, and it's no disrespect to her. It's the country. It's the country, the state she's from.
Country?
Go back to your state.
Well,
Talking about going back to
well,
your
you
state.
never know. People from Texas might
Yeah.
say it's a country. Who knows?
True, they could literally secede if they wanted to. Yeah, talking about seceding and leaving and shit. Like, why are people saying Los Angeles is dead? California is dead. What does that mean?
So
Is it dead?
it might be. It might be because
What's your
look,
opinion?
because you have people, right, that are out of jobs. Heavy.
So you
And
spit
the
facts.
ones who aren't, what?
There's just facts, no feelings.
I mean, yeah, I think. Are you?
No, I'm asking
so
you,
I don't.
like-
I don't think Los Angeles is dead is a fact. I think that's a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Let me. Yeah.
Okay. No, but what
So-
do you mean? Go.
I think that obviously LA can't be dead because we have outdoor dining. We have still events
too
going
cold to
on.
eat
We have
outside.
parties still. Like people are still throwing parties.
Yeah, people are throwing parties, but
You know what I'm saying?
don't snitch on each other.
Yeah. Well,
Because Mexicans, we love to party.
oh for sure.
And, we're not like the nosy neighbor. Yeah, we hide when the Jehovah's Witnesses get to the front door, but we're not like trying to snitch on each other and shit. Like, don't be a fucking weirdo.
I mean, I don't think you should ever snitch on your neighbor unless there's like actual cause that you should.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, because people are leaving Los Angeles, California
Right.
with good reason, right?
Yeah. Dude, my whole building,
yeah.
my whole apartment building,
Yeah.
there's so many.
Vacancies?
If there's any thieves that need boxes, go to my apartment building. You would be shocked.
Uh-huh.
Every house.
What's the address?
It's a beautiful area. Let's just go with that.
Oh, God.
But no, dude, every single door in my apartment building has at least 4 to 5 packages just waiting
Okay.
outside the door.
And you just be looking and
I'll
you're
just
just
be
like,
looking. I ain't
fuck,
gonna lie.
I
I'm
could
like, I get
just
tempted.
grab it.
I get tempted, but that ain't who I am. I'm not.
That's not
thief.
who you used to, that's not you anymore.
Well,
You used to be.
I mean, I stole a couple of candy bars in my day.
Some
think we all
punk
did.
shit. Yeah.
You know.
I feel you. No, is it weird? I see that too. I'm like, damn, like people just leave like how nice is that as a society that we're able to just like not be like a fucking robber or a stealer. Or like no, like we're
Well-
not that desperate. Like society has provided enough for people to meet their needs
Yeah.
to not feel the urge to be like, "Oh, I should steal that." Right?
Well, there's still theft that goes on.
Correct, because people they're so desperate.
But it's a small percentage, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I
Yeah.
agree with that.
You
See, the thing is, like, I love those YouTube videos where they prank the people and they like put a shit.
Oh, I've
in a
seen.
box.
I actually sat through a whole video of that.
You
Where
know,
the guy designed this like apparatus.
The glitter box.
The glitter
right?
box.
Yeah. I've seen
The
that shit.
glitter
I
box
love
is
that
sick.
shit.
Yeah, I thought I was so entertained by it,
It was amazing.
and I was skeptical at first. For those of you who are not familiar with the glitter box thing, it's essentially like a way to prank and catch people who steal Amazon packages from people's front porches and the mailboxes and stuff, because it happens, right? It's happened to people I know. It's happened to me once.
Dude, I've gotten a package stolen.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been so angry.
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck? That's my hard-earned money. Why would you do that?
yeah. I mean, people are desperate. The glitter box thing though is
Right.
really funny because like they rig it with cameras, they rig it with like
Yeah,
alarms
exactly.
and like skunk spray, so
Yeah,
that
oh my
right,
God.
and like just a drop of it can just clear a whole fucking banquet room, right?
It's like that spray, wet ass. It's like wet
Yeah,
ass.
skunk,
You know what I'm talking
skunk.
about?
Yeah, it's just bad.
Yeah, it's
So-
all bad.
These people who end up stealing it,
Right.
like they're just regular ass people who like saw the opportunity and was like, I can get away with it. Like,
Yeah.
it's not, no one's gonna see, no one's gonna notice. And
Oh, but we know.
oh yeah, and then I was skeptical, so I was like, fuck, like, do these people I think they're gonna get in trouble? Like, is this guy gonna be like, oh, we're gonna report you to the police?
Yeah.
Nah, he was just like, look, this was just a way for me to like fuck with people,
Yeah.
and it's just it's a little bit of karma, right?
Yeah.
It's a little bit of karma. Like, you shouldn't be taking things that aren't yours.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would know. And I think that's funny that, no, it's not funny, but it's funny that people just
Fucking what? What?
like, it's just people just taking shit,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
it's just,
You think that's funny?
it's funny that it's like, oh, you're just going to steal it.
What if I just take your shit?
That
How
would
funny
be,
would that be?
it would be
wouldn't be
not
funny.
funny. No,
No.
it'd be funny.
It
It would not be
wouldn't
funny. No, but see, I don't know how we got to this point, because I was trying to make the point that people who are leaving California are
Mhm.
leaving for with good reason. Not just
Yeah.
because they're getting their packages stolen, but because it's, it's like high cost of living. It's like
Mm.
62% state taxes, right? So if you make more than 6 figures, you give up mostly half of what you own. I mean, of your money, income
Right.
to the state.
That's why you do money laundering.
And where the fuck is that money going? What about? What about the
and
the
a bunch of
wildfires?
Politicians see
I see they talk about wildfires that we have every year, and if you don't realize this, it's a simple matter of like how we maintain our parks, right? Our forests.
Yeah.
We haven't been taking care of them the same way since the late 90s or late 80s.
Is that facts or feelings?
No, this is facts actually,
Okay.
because let me tell you something that's gotten on my nerves.
All right.
For the past 2 years, I see Newsom and Garcetti tweet about we've put more money into this program than ever before. We've put so much money
Yeah, that's
into
fair,
this
that's fair.
into fire
If you
prevention
follow
than ever
Gavin
before.
Newsom, you
Right.
definitely know that.
And
he's
I'm like,
speaking facts.
bro, where is this money going? I still see the fires happen. Where is the money going? Are you just burning the money? Like, is that where the money's going? Like, how is it possible that you put more money into fire prevention?
I think the thing is that we're not able to really see the benefits until we are ready to see the benefits, or we're in the position to see the benefits. Like building a community park, that's a fuck ton of money.
Look, let's not get into the semantics of how much something would cost and what is, what's
Well,
possible.
you're asking where the money's going. I'm just providing.
No,
an
what I'm
answer.
saying is like, why don't they give us, like, why do politicians decide to say, hey, like, let me give you this answer that is generic and like non-specific.
Well, they do it because they have to do that.
Yeah,
you
but
imagine if they said, we put money specifically to this, but we decided this money shouldn't go here, then that whole community is about to come for your ass, and then you lose your election.
I think that's fine because you're not gonna
I
please
don't
everybody.
think that's fine.
You can't please everybody.
How did Newsom keep his position for so long? Because what I just said.
Well,
He
we
was
weren't in a
smart. He
pandemic.
generalized it.
And we weren't in a pandemic before this.
Well, yeah, very true.
And
you think
what
he's gonna
Newsom
lose
used to
his-
be, he
you
was the
think he's
former
gonna
mayor
lose
of
it?
San Francisco.
Yeah.
And I'm going to talk a little bit of shit about San Francisco
Oh shit. Why?
because they've got a very radical way of looking at things, in my opinion. Like, you can go take a shit in the street, right?
Well,
There's an app for that, by the way. You can go take a shit in the street.
There's
There's like a little
what?
brown grid where you, no joke. There's a little brown grid where you can go and find an area in the public where you can you can alleviate yourself. Now, I don't think that's
what about
cool.
their dining? Is their dining open right now?
Outside?
Yeah, but like
It should
inside.
be. It should.
Like, do you know their COVID protocols?
It's way stricter than here, because
Stricter?
I would say it's stricter because they live in like
How
a
is it
city on top
stricter
of
if
each
you're
other.
able to just take a shit on the street?
It's outside. Because it's outside. Like, you can't catch COVID outside. I hope you. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah. Also, if you're out past 10 p.m.,
You can catch it.
COVID
Yeah, if you're
really
out past 10
easily,
p.m.,
apparently.
you will. It's out there.
Yeah.
It will attack you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always carry that glizzy on me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you don't really know what I mean, dog. That shit.
Yeah.
Corona comes up on me, I'll be like, hey, what the fuck? Back the fuck up. You got the wrong household. Shit. No, but really though, like, as
But
far as
Corona will beat your ass.
yeah, that Corona will be
That's
my
the
ass. Yeah, no, to be honest though, like, California is not dead. And if you're leaving California because it's too expensive, that's totally understandable. It's fucking
I agree
expensive.
with that.
Homeless people have it better than some people who live in good places because they don't have to worry about paying bills. We pay for them.
Okay.
We pay for them. They live in front of $1 million homes. I'm a little upset because this is just a
Do you
generic.
have $1 million home that they live in front of?
They live in front of my venture capitalist building, my hedge fund corporation, my
Oh, okay.
LLC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're living rent free. They've got a station to wash
why
their
don't-
hands. They've got a bathroom. They've got a little
Why
station
don't
for
you
food.
deny entry?
Deny entry?
Yeah.
What do you mean deny entry?
Deny entry into your hedge fund.
No. They live outside. They live out front.
Yeah.
Like Skid Row, you know?
Yeah, but if they're getting free hand washing and bathrooms, then
They
that
do
means they're
that.
coming into your.
No. The city is giving them.
Oh, they said
Yeah, have you not seen them? The little stations where they can
No,
wash. Are you serious? Okay,
I
so
have
they,
not seen this.
yes. So
Do they provide the tents for them as well?
yes.
Fuck me.
Yes, they give them tents, they give them food, they give them water, they give them a place to shit, they give them a place to wash their hands, which is great. You know, because you live in the street, as long as you're washing your hands, everything is fine. You know what I mean?
Well, But is it okay? But is it unfair to say that certain people, or not certain people, but the majority of homeless people fell to hard circumstances or unfair circumstances?
Yeah, it's tough because homelessness, to the people who are affected by it, in the literal sense that you fell on hard times,
Right.
and you are without a home.
Right.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I've also met homeless people. I've worked with some before, where
Have you really?
That were
I went
former.
to school with.
No, they were former homeless.
Oh,
They were,
okay, yeah,
and they some were drug addicted, and they like turned their life around.
Good.
They became sober.
Yeah.
Yeah, real cool. Like I see that, and I'm
Unfortunately,
like,
that's not
the
always
case
the
for everybody,
case,
but that's what I'm getting to. It's that what I've been told is that there are those who choose to live like that.
Yeah.
They choose to live in the streets, to be homeless. And another issue is that
Well, I don't think they choose to live in the streets.
no, dude, seriously,
Are you talking about like the people who are like very like I'm going off the fucking grid? I'm good on
no.
this?
I meant like all they know is living like that. Like the idea of responsibility, of taking on any kind of shouldering any kind of responsibility is not, it's not that, because no matter how selfish you are, you still have to take care of your body.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? So
our body is a temple.
So, for someone who chooses to be homeless, it's like, okay, what is it? Is it some kind of mental, issue? Is it a matter of like, you're not competent? Because some people are literally not competent enough
Right.
to do something, like low skilled labor, low skilled workers and stuff like that. Like, it's possible that some people are just not competent enough, and I can understand some of you are like, no, this guy is full of shit. Like everybody is capable of being successful. No, that's not the case, in my opinion. Whether or not you choose to believe
I
it.
think everybody's able of being successful, but I also think that depends on your perspective of success.
Right, your perspective of success could be that, I wanted to live in Los Angeles my whole life, in the land of Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I do. I live right in front of the Hollywood sign in a tent,
Right.
in the greatest city.
So to him, maybe he's
living his life. Yeah, he's living on Sunset Boulevard with his tent. He's got his thing going on.
Yeah.
I can see that. I get it for those who come here in pursuit of a better life, and it doesn't work out. Earlier we were talking about, the circumstances under which somebody who, starts at zero,
right.
would have a very hard time going to one.
Yeah. Well, I think there's so many factors that play into that, but I do believe that children that are born genetically with
superior genes, the Aryan race is what you're saying.
No, not the Aryan race. Definitely not. No, I believe everyone's equal. No, I meant more of people that already have addictions, like mentally, like right when they're babies, like like mothers that do crack or any type of drug.
Yeah, that harms the development
before the birth.
Yeah,
like that baby will more than likely develop that
some kind
addiction.
of issue. Yeah, I understand. See, that's a tough one.
Why?
Or maybe not. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe am I overthinking it?
Like
I'm saying, what I'm saying is like I get it. Like it sucks for that person because the parent is setting them up for a very difficult life.
Yes, I agree with that.
I understand what you're trying to say. I mean,
but are you saying that's level 0 or are you saying that's level 1? What is level 0 to you? Right? If we're going to go through the levels.
Level 0 is like you're born into poverty.
Okay.
Level 1, 0 to 1 is poverty.
You think poverty is 0?
No, 0 is like you were born into like some kind of peasant family. Like, and we're talking about like if we're talking like
peasant.
Huh?
Oh, peasant.
Like, well, what's 0?
Willy
like
Wonka peasant.
Like 0, like maybe you don't have the education that you got, that you didn't maybe go to school the first 15 years of your life.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's not possible to
become something from that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
But if
you're saying it'd be a lot harder.
Yeah. Or you hit 30 or 40. No, let's say 40, because 40 is the new 30 and 30 is like the new 20s. Because we're still kids.
30 is the new 20s.
Like people who listen to us, like please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't listen to us.
Yeah.
We're not.
I'm not a
If you-
successful dude, but I'm successful in my own perspective.
Yeah, I am successful in my own
You know.
perspectives as well, my own personal endeavors, my own mini goals. Like,
Yeah.
just to reiterate, like, as young people, I hope that that with age comes wisdom.
I believe it does.
You know-
I mean, if you think about the person that you were at 15 or 16,
Yeah,
you're not that same
You're n-
person.
at least you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I think at the very least.
I think that eventually you will grow out of that.
That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, eventually, yes. For some people, it takes a long time, and some never do.
Let me put it this way, all right?
Okay.
When I was 15, 16,
Yeah.
and my friends can attest to this, I did not eat any food with condiments.
That you're just being a weirdo.
I might have just been a weirdo.
What does that mean?
But
That has nothing to do with being different.
No. Listen.
Okay.
So my palate wasn't mature enough at the
All
time.
right, so you're using this as an example.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
using it as an example.
It's a
But
poor
now
example,
that
but
I'm
okay.
older, like I eat pretty much anything. I mix foods and all that shit.
Mhm.
Like I've matured my palate
Mhm.
the same way I've matured my brain and be like, yo, this is actually good.
Mm.
And even if it doesn't look good, I'm still going to eat it if it tastes good.
Like cottage cheese. Cottage cheese,
Oh, I fucking hate cottage cheese.
high in protein, very low in fat, very good choice for
So
you know,
David's
protein
also a
intake.
nutritionist.
Yes,
Just
I'm
so
also
you
a
guys
a
know.
dietitian. I'm a
Yes.
nutritionist, dietitian, virologist, venture capitalist, hedge fund manager.
You're a very successful man, actually.
Yeah, but I'm broken.
So on your
Inside.
free time, you spend time doing this
Mhm.
with me
Mhm.
to kind of teach me the ropes to be a successful man.
And the only reason you're allowed to speak is because I give you permission to.
Oh, okay.
Right? That's
Yeah.
this is the deal.
Let me be quiet until you tell me I'm able to speak.
No, you may.
Oh,
You may speak freely.
thank you.
You may speak freely,
I appreciate
yes.
it.
Yeah, no, I get it. That's a good example, right?
Yeah.
As over time, you should be trying new things. Anything worth doing at first and doing badly I think is worth it, because you're not going to be good at something you've never done before.
Yeah, like this podcast.
Yeah, we have no idea what we're doing.
No.
We're such at the beginning of these nuts.
Well, we do plan to create more, so it
Yeah.
really is these in a sense, and this is technically our second one,
Yeah, and
so it wouldn't be the podcast.
and I get it. We talk a lot, and we kind of go off topic. We try to stay on topic. We're vibing. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
And if it isn't fun for us,
Then what's the point in doing it?
yeah, it's really that. And back to what I was saying earlier about us being just young people. Like, we're 25. I listen to Joe
Hey,
Rogan.
don't put my age on. Don't put my.
Oh yeah,
on
don't
the
put.
internet. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
25. I don't mind
Yeah.
saying my age.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan. I'm a fan of Joe Rogan's podcast. A lot of other people, but I'm going to use him because he's the most popular podcaster.
Yes.
He's in his 50s.
Yeah.
He has a lot to say.
But he has so much life experience.
So again, that's right. Life experience. Like, you have to go through certain hardships
Yeah.
for things to sort of click. It sucks because life is suffering. Well,
It can be. I think.
think about it like this. People,
Yeah, go ahead.
eventually you and I will pass away.
Not me.
Not me.
I'm
No.
immortal. You
Right.
don't know this? I'm. So I actually, when they were looking for vampires in Twilight,
Mhm.
I offered.
Mhm.
You can find me in the baseball scene.
Is that you, the guy throwing the pitch?
No, I'm not throwing the pitch.
No?
I'm in the outfield. But you can find me.
Oh, you're the extra.
Yeah, I'm one of the extras.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Well, yeah, kind of extra, kind of not. But I'm back there. And if you really look hard enough, you'll see me.
I'm gonna have to rewatch it
Yeah, do it.
because I'm a big
It's a
fan.
great movie.
It is a good movie. For its time, it was a good movie.
Yeah.
At the time.
Edward
The
Cullen
whole
looked at
craze.
me and he was like, "Man, you should have been
Robert
the main
Pattinson.
vampire." He was
I'm a
like, "You fit
big
the
fan
look
of
so
Robert
well."
Pattinson.
What's up?
I'm a big fan of Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of him. But I want to talk a little bit about him later. But I just wanted to
Yeah,
finish
yeah,
my
go
thought
ahead, go
about, like, with age comes wisdom and the experiences you have. It's like when you ask your buddy for advice,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like you guys are both in the same boat. It's like he's literally he's getting the bucket of water. Instead of throwing the water out, he's just throwing it over the other side of the boat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
what do you really? I get, and I'm sorry for those of you who listen and you don't have maybe like a parent or a guardian or a mentor in your life to sort of.
Yeah, I think that's really crucial to, as you experience life more, is to find an idol or
Some kind of mentorship, yeah.
something that really motivates you to be a better person.
Yeah, because definitely, like, right now, you're probably listening to us and thinking, like, oh, my life is good. Like, things are going great. Like, anytime anything ever bad happens, it's like, well, it just doesn't happen that badly. Well, you're in for a big surprise when...
Because reality fucking sucks.
Yeah, the reality of things is not so simple. Like, to be honest, we may joke a lot on this podcast, but the things we talk about have some truth to them. Like, California is in a state of, like, trying to figure itself out because we have such an issue with homelessness, a higher cost of living, high tax rate, that it is tax rate it is so dude. Like, I saw this tweet you put out. It's like, remember when we thought we'd be 25, living our careers, married and shit? It's the truth. Like, I remember being in high school, like, damn, like, when I hit 25, I need to have, like, some kind of fucking career path, like,
dude,
going for me.
When I was in high school, all I thought was, all right, by 25, I'm going to have a computer engineering degree.
Okay.
I'm going to have a lovely wife, maybe a child on the way.
With an ugly nanny?
No, not an ugly nanny. I don't even think I'd have a nanny. I thought I was going to be so successful that my wife wouldn't even have to work, and she could just take care of the baby from home. I'm not saying I wanted a woman like that.
I do.
Unquote. I'm just. Oh, you want a housewife?
I do want a housewife.
Okay.
But I want a housewife like that like understands that, like, it's not because...
Where are you going with this?
No, I wasn't trying to be misogynistic. I was trying to be literal. Like, yo, I want a housewife because I want to be the guy.
Yeah.
Who...
You want to be the provider.
I want to be the provider.
Yeah, there you go.
That's just how it's simple as that. It's simple as that. No, nothing ulterior. I don't want her cooking me dinner all the time. Of course, that would be nice. But no, like, I want to be the literal guy because that's how it works. Women choose men who are more competent, who can fight for better resources and shit.
Right.
I got them resources, baby.
My man David
is
single.
I pick and choose,
he
though.
has the resources.
I pick and choose, though. I pick and chooses, yes. But anyways,
yeah. But with that being said, like, I just thought I had it all figured out at such a young age, and then, man, did reality smack me in the face and was like,
"That's not how shit works.
This is not what you thought it was. It's not as easy as you thought it was." Yeah,
and what I keep hearing,
I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot
so
from
far
the life experience.
So far, same.
I got a lot to learn.
Like, what I keep hearing from people who are much, much older than us, people in their 50s and their 60s, you know what I mean?
You just talk to random people that are 50 and 60?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of people. I listen to a lot. I do a lot of... I don't read as much as I should, but I listen to a lot. Yeah, I read a fuck ton. Yeah, I listen to... when it comes to audio books and stuff, I rather prefer to reading. But I'm always ingesting information. I'm always digesting information.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is that what I keep hearing is when a young person like you and I, or someone even younger in their teenage years, is panicking, right? I think it's normal. Well, because things don't work out the way you think they are. Yeah. It's not going to be like, for some people, it's like, okay, you go to high school, you go to college, you get your career, you work for 5 years, then you find out, oh, this is not what I want to be doing. You have that opportunity to change courses, and that's what life is. It's when you throw a wrench. Choice, dude. Yeah, it's when you throw a wrench in the gears, and the gears stop working. So you have to take the time to oil the gears, get the wrench out, and be like, you know what? I should probably replace some of these nuts and bolts because they're really old, and regular maintenance is healthy. Yes, that's how you live long. And what I would say...
Well, I think there's a lot more to living long. I think just figuring out your balance of really trusting your process. Why do I keep fucking sounding like that? That's weird.
You sound like what? Sound stupid?
Process. Yeah, I do sound stupid. Like, I actually do.
You're thinking to yourself, you're like, this is stupid, right?
Yeah, not what I'm saying. No. But like the way I'm sounding. But continue. Yeah. Anyways, I think you have to trust your process. Now I'm like really fucking thinking about it heavy, thinking out loud.
Now, can I just maybe scoot one ear over so you can hear me, so it doesn't sound so bad? Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, it doesn't sound that bad now. Yeah. But yeah, if you trust your process, man, then you're on the right track. Well. But you have to learn to do it. It's like when we talk about God, right? You say put your faith in God.
Yeah, I think I remember.
Put your faith in your process.
But what if your process is flawed? Because this is
Well,
this is what I want people to understand is that you trust your process.
Yeah.
But what happens when that process doesn't work with what you want to do, or it's not working, and you're like, "What am I doing wrong?"
Right.
I think there's that issue where it's like,
then you push through the wall.
it's more like you get shocked that what the fuck, this isn't working out. Like some things are going wrong in my life. Like, what is happening?
Well, what happens?
What happens is like the idea of your reality starts to shatter.
Yeah.
And you realize like, oh shit, like it's like an epiphany, like where you have to people have it all the time. People go through this a lot.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's the passing of a loved one, or some kind of hardship.
Yeah. Something to really touch your soul.
Yeah, and it shakes you to your core where you realize, oh shit, I'm gonna die someday.
Yeah. And
that's, I think, where people, like as young people, we tend to forget that. We get away from the responsibility of taking care of ourselves. Right. Over the responsibilities of taking care of what other people think of what we taking care of the responsibility. Hold on. Taking care of
responsibilities. Just taking care of your environment.
Like my thought was more like, instead of focusing on yourself, you're focusing too much on what other people think about you.
Yeah, fuck everybody.
That's a good mindset to have. Just don't think to yourself that that's always going to be the case, because the day will come where you want to have a coexistence with somebody. You have friends.
Yeah,
you have family.
See, I'm not
maybe some don't.
Sorry to interrupt.
Okay.
I'm not talking about like fuck everybody. Like fuck everybody. You do what you want to do, but more of don't let people's thoughts or emotions towards you get in the way of what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
If you really find your passion in life, whatever that may be, go full head on, steam through it. That's what I'm saying. You gotta trust your process. Like, you have to fail a numerous amount of times before you succeed, man.
Yeah, that is true. Like, you're not going to be good at something right away unless you're Messi, Ronaldo, LeBron, Kobe. But even then, those people
born with generous genes and you're gifted.
Yeah.
Then take advantage of your gifts.
Like Elon Musk is one of those fascinating people. He's just a generally.
Well, he's on the spectrum.
Yeah,
so.
He's on the spectrum, right? Which is crazy, right? That it goes to show you that we live in an era. We're alive in a time of great innovators, right?
Very.
Now, not many very people come across as great because they might have views that don't align with yours.
Yeah.
But they make great shit, like I can't think of a good example, but it's the idea of an artist.
I was actually thinking music.
Yeah, music.
That you said that. Yeah.
Like music, Michael Jackson's and the allegations towards him. Right?
Yes.
Have you guys ever caught the Finding Neverland, or what is it? The HBO documentary?
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I believe it's that. Or it's
a fucking.
Yeah. Let me fact check.
Yeah. So what I was trying to say is like, look, how do you separate the art from the artist?
Well, I think you appreciate what they're able to put out, what rings your ears a certain way, or whatever you resonate with, right? Like, me personally, I love instrumentals. I don't know why. Maybe when I was younger, someone hummed to me, and I would just be like, da, 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 right? But maybe that person was a bad person. I don't know that, because all I know is what they taught me through their humming, and that's what's resonated with me the most. So I think that's how you learn to separate it.
Yeah, you can learn things from people who make the mistakes for you. But failing is a major part of life, right? It's easy for us to say that because let's say if this fails.
Real quick, the documentary is Leaving Neverland.
Leaving Neverland. Yeah, I saw the whole thing. It didn't really convince me. Dude was dating Elvis Presley's daughter. Dude was smashing.
Well, might have.
Anyways, moving on from that, if this fails, if this podcast fails, I wouldn't be upset.
No.
I would be like,
I'd
be like, all right, time for the next attempt at something.
Yeah.
And if it fails, then okay. Now, I think the most realistic way of looking at things is like have a backup plan.
Yes.
Like, yeah, you
always.
can, like getting
Always.
getting a degree is an accolade, in my opinion, nowadays, that you can put on a resume that essentially tells your employer you're competent enough to get through this.
Yeah.
We'll hire you, even if you're low skill, low competency, but you were able to make it through and get your degree. We can see that you can.
Yeah, education it's a scam. But yeah, I agree. It shows you're competent enough to go through this bullshit of an experience that you go through.
Yeah, some people think college is like I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about college experiences, but my college
I mean, I don't mind. I just yeah.
because college is a big part in America, in Western society.
Yeah.
When it comes to sort of growing up, right there, you're gonna learn a lot of failures. You're gonna experiment. I know there's a lot of jokes about girls who experiment with other girls in college. That's like the running joke.
Shit.
Yeah, it's like the joke that like, oh my God,
right.
you ever kiss another girl?
Right.
You know, I think that's just the meme. But for me, my college experience was just like I took advantage of like talking to people, realizing how many resources I had at my disposal.
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize that like there's
I agree with you on that.
Dude, it is crazy how much colleges just give you stuff. I get it. There are people who are like, well, the people who are like,
I mean, we pay for them to give us shit though.
yes, tuition. The tuition. Not to
so much money.
Yeah, not to deviate too much from that, but what the pandemic has done, it's like you gave us $20,000 for the year. Right. We're not going to allow you to step foot on campus.
Oh yeah, no, shout out Zoom University.
Zoom University.
The fuck is that?
Dude, it is trash.
Have you had a class for Zoom University?
No, I've had online courses.
Yeah.
But let me just tell you something.
Yeah.
The online courses,
it's basically Zoom University.
Yeah, there's no there's no interaction. You're not getting what you paid for. You're not getting what you paid for. I did not just give you $20,000 for me to sit my ass at home and then get a degree and not use any of the opportunities that were provided by the campus in the school.
Right.
Now,
because you pay for all of those.
Yeah, you pay for the privileges to step foot on campus, to sleep in your dorms,
all of it.
To go, the cafe, all the little things, to sit in the library, use the computers, use databases. You get free Microsoft Word, right, just by having a student email.
That is literally what, like, people are like, oh, you pay for education. Like, I kind of agree to a certain extent, but I kind of don't. I mean, look at how we were able to adapt to education through online completely. Like, do you really pay for an education when you can get that for free anywhere?
Interesting.
Something to think about.
Yeah, and I thought I thought this was what people wanted. I thought this was what I wanted when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, man, I can't wait for the future where we all have computers and like we all do virtual classrooms and shit, like some Star Trek shit, like some real dope, like futuristic shit.
Yeah.
And it's not like that at all. It's annoying.
I'm becoming Spock, so we're kind of getting there.
You look like Spock. No, but it's funny to me that like this shit does not work. It's killing the parents and it's killing the teachers union. I know I'm not going to talk about that, but
yeah,
college experience for me was fun. I had a good time.
But you just feel like you didn't take advantage of all
everything,
of the resources that you were given in college.
Yeah, because there's some people who go to school and they literally cannot afford anything else but to go to school. Like they're busting their ass off. Like they're studying, and it's because they're underprivileged. I mean, underprivileged. Their socioeconomic status is not as high as those who come to school with like money in their back pocket, or their parents had a college fund for them at the bare minimum.
Yeah, unfortunately, but those are also the people that they understand what it takes to get to that next level.
Yeah, it's from go to 1 to 2. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can tell you firsthand experience. If she's listening here, then she'll know what I'm talking about. But I knew a girl who would take 3 buses from like HP Huntington to get Park, all the way to SMC.
Yeah.
Like 3 buses, wake up at 5 o'clock every day and get there, I don't know, maybe like 8:30.
Yeah.
She'd be there till 7.
Yeah.
She'd rinse and repeat.
Yeah, those people
and
make
then
me...
she would work.
Yeah.
Like, that girl is a trooper.
Fuck, man, those people make
If you're
me...
listening, shout out to you. You really motivate me.
Those people
all the
make me
time.
feel like shit.
Yeah.
Like utter shit.
Well, I wouldn't say utter shit.
Because
but
they make me feel like I'm not doing enough.
It just reminds me that I'm not doing enough.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make me feel like shit. It just pushes me to do better as a person.
It doesn't push me to do better. It pushes me to be like... It pushes
Well, then
me...
you're weak. No, you're weak.
Nah, yeah,
No, there's
maybe.
no other way around
Nah,
it.
you're
You're
probably
weak by
right.
then.
You're probably right. You're probably right. Not to say that I am weak, but that in that sense that it just... I'm like thinking to myself like, fuck, like... You know, I've done that before where it's like, okay, I've got school, I've got work,
Yeah.
I've got nothing else.
Yeah.
I get it. It's hard. That shit is tough.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
And I just see
Yeah.
that and I think to myself, like, I'm just like this emotional fucking wreck. I'm just like, oh God, woe is me. You know, I'm not
well,
doing
woe
enough.
is me is our favorite fucking line.
Yeah, woe is me. Like, it's so easy for me to be like, fuck, like, I'm not doing enough, this and that.
Look, man, at the end of the day, it comes down to the best quote you'll ever hear, which is the rich person and the poor person had the same amount of time on life. One took advantage of their opportunities, one didn't. It's some real shit.
Nah. That.
I'm not talking about when you're born into generational wealth. I'm not
'Cause-
talking about that.
'cause,
I'm
like, what if
talking about
you're-
there are differences. There are.
For someone who is like, see, it's because the problem with that saying is like, you're saying that the poor person had zero opportunities. Yeah, there are some people who have.
I'm not saying they had zero opportunities. I'm saying one took advantage of their opportunities and one didn't. We all have opportunities. Every single day we have an opportunity to do whatever the fuck we want in life. But if you don't take advantage of your opportunity, right? Me and you included, let's not joke around here. Like we were given a roof over our head. Would you say no?
Okay, I see what you're saying. I get that you're saying that, like, compared to somebody who is...
One was lazy, one was not. How about that?
Okay, look, I get it. Somebody who has doors open to them all the time,
Yeah.
you know, they get to pick and choose, right?
Okay.
I get it. Maybe somebody who doesn't have any doors open to them or doors of opportunity, whatever.
Well, why would they not though?
Maybe because there are other factors that play when it comes to...
Sorry, take your
No,
time.
it's because I get what you're saying. It's just that I disagree on some level
Okay.
with that saying.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No. I know there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like I disagree. I'm trying to like make a good statement about why I disagree because I don't want to just tell you that I disagree and not tell
Yeah.
you why.
Yeah.
Like I think it's important for people to explain themselves just
Right.
enough so that you can understand what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
And if you don't agree, then that's fine.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is like I've known people who have told me like they've had to bust their asses off
Yes.
to get to where they are and to just be happy.
110%.
And I'm like, damn, I didn't have to bust my ass off. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, maybe I took a lot of things for granted, but I don't think that it's a matter of like that person didn't take advantage of their opportunities and that's why they're poor. I think sometimes that's just it. Like life, you are making decisions based on your happiness. So if in the moment it doesn't make you happy to say, okay, if I work for this person for the next 2 years and then and then after that I can get promoted.
Right.
But then there's other persons like, well, if I work for this person for 5 years, I'll get a good salary and I don't have to worry about job security.
Yeah.
It'd be like, well, one person decided to take the job that leads to a better opportunity and one decided to take the job that, you know, helps them in the immediate, you know, situation.
Yeah.
I get that some people don't have that, the privilege or the option to say, I'll wait to do this. I'll do it later.
Right. Right.
Some people don't have that option.
A lot of people don't.
A lot of people don't. And right now, you know, we're in a depression. Unemployment rate is 4 times greater
No.
than it was during the Great Depression.
It's a really scary time to be alive.
And the middle of America is going through an opioid crisis.
Yeah.
So it's incredible.
Well, it makes sense.
It does make sense, but it
Why
sucks.
the fuck would it not?
Dude, yeah, because everybody's like
Trying to
out of a
pop some
job.
pills, shit.
Everyone's out of a job. Everyone's like struggling to get by. Some people who actually, like, I've heard so many times that even those who live lavish, like the lifestyle you live,
Yeah.
you could still live paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
And now to say that, oh, well, why don't you get a smaller place? Why
Right.
don't you eat in instead of eating out?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah, I get it. You know, try to save money. But if you're a single mom and you don't have, yeah, right. If you're a single parent
Mm-hmm.
and you work 9 to 5, you
Mm-hmm.
still have children to deal with. How do you find the time or the energy to muster and say, I'm going to make dinner for everybody? A lot of the time, you know, you and I both know, like, humans have like a solid 4 hours of work in them.
Yeah.
A competent person, 4 hours. You know, 2 very good hours of work, maybe, right? Solid work, 2 hours of just focus studying. Because nobody can study for 8 hours. If you're telling me you're at the library studying for 8 hours, that's bullshit. Because you're only studying for a solid maybe 2-4 hours.
I mean,
Like, you're literally,
I
you're
think
literally,
it also matters on like that intensity. Like for me personally, I freak the fuck out when it comes to finals. So I really do study for like 6 hours straight.
yeah, but you're not really retaining
I'm not retaining
that 6 hours. You're retaining like
full
2,
information.
yeah, like 2 to 4 hours of that is,
2 to 4 hours.
yeah. If solid,
I'm
you're
cool
like,
with
oh shit, like, yeah, I'm like actually absorbing shit. Yeah,
But then, even though you understand that, right?
yeah,
When you're there, you're like, okay, I understand that I'm only going to retain this much information, but if I don't do as well as I want to, then I have to tell myself it's because I didn't study enough.
interesting.
So you kind of keep yourself there.
Maybe you're just stupid. Maybe you're dumb.
Well, I am stupid. We already went over that.
Yeah, that's
my
true.
IQ
We both are.
is like a little below par.
I don't even know what my IQ is. But yeah, look, see, for those people who work their asses off, like, is it better to work smart or work harder?
It's better to work smart.
Why?
But I
No,
would
why is
also
it-
say it kind of depends on the person that you are. I like to work harder.
Yeah.
I'm a physical labor dude.
Okay.
I love that shit.
Okay.
Like, I get off on,
Okay.
on that, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like it actually makes me happy to
Yeah.
go home
No.
after a very hard day of work
Mhm.
and just cash out like right on my bed with full work clothing on.
Same.
And then, you know, it's probably kind of disgusting because I didn't take a shower. But the next morning I'll take a shower and then you just rinse and repeat. Like I love that life.
Yeah.
But not everyone is built for that.
Yeah. No, some people are lazy.
And I'll probably have back problems by the age I'm fucking 45.
I mean, yeah, if you're a physical
Dad, if
laborer.
you're listening, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, it's a matter of like where you focus your energy and time. And if your time and energy, for
Yeah.
some people, they don't have a choice. Like again, like if you have like the whole stock situation, people are
Yeah.
always like, oh, invest your money because it pays off later.
Right.
What I hear, the excuse I hear is that, well, I work too much
Uh-huh.
to risk money because I live paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
And because I live paycheck to paycheck, I don't have the opportunity to save money, right? Because all of my money goes to bills, living. And like, I get it. You want to have a Saturday to yourself. You want to go to the movies. You want to eat out. Because
Yeah.
not every day you're going to cook yourself fucking dinner because you're getting home. You're like tired as shit. You don't want to just, like you said, you still have to muster the energy to put together a meal.
Yeah.
Right. And then still like go. I get it. Some people can do it. Like you're just that drive. You're like, oh shit, I can do it. And we're young people. We should
Yeah.
be able to do it. Our time being worth $25 to $35 an hour.
Yeah.
If you did the math right now, all of you listening, if you're listening to this and you're thinking to yourself, okay, my time is worth $25 to $35 an hour, and I'm not, and you think of all the time that you use during the day,
Right.
not doing anything, add that up, and you'll see how much money you're really losing. Like think about that. How much it adds up to be when you hit 30.
Right.
It's a lot of fucking money,
Yeah.
right? It's a lot of money. This was a great conversation, Nick.
Yeah. I thought I had a great time.
Yeah. Look, we got off topic a lot, but you know, again, like that's what this is about.
Yeah.
We want to be able to talk without being cut down. Like if we say something inappropriate, if we offend you or you disagree with us, please tell us in the comments.
Yeah. We would love to
Show
hear
us by disliking it or liking it. You know, we're like we said, we're getting used to this.
Yeah.
Maybe by episode 100, we might know what we're doing. Maybe we might know what we're
Hopefully.
doing. Yeah, but
Hopefully.
at the moment, we don't know what we're doing. You know, we're not financial advisors. We're not
Definitely.
therapists.
Well,
Well,
I
you
might
know,
be a therapist.
I'm a shoulder you can cry on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But look, we're really... So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put an email in the description for those of you who've listened this far. Send us any questions you want us to answer and talk about on the show. You can keep it anonymous, or use a user, or like have like a nickname or something, and we'll answer them at the end of every show. You know, let's see.
Even personal questions, like as long as it's not.
If you have relationship
personal,
questions or something, like let us know. Like we want to answer questions. Like we want to have.
If it's too personal, we'll literally tell you like, I'm sorry, that's just a little too personal.
Well, it depends. Like what if like someone sends their question and there's like, oh, I don't know. I can't think of anything ridiculous.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. Too personal for you to answer. Like your perspective of personal. Like I'm pretty much an open book. You know that.
No, but I can't think of a question that I wouldn't want to answer, unless it's something like, you know, what's your social security? I know. Yeah. No, for sure. Yeah. But look, we just want to say again, thank you everybody for tuning in.
Yeah.
We will leave the email in the description. And yeah, this was fun. Definitely. We have a lot to talk about still. You know, don't think we're running out of shit to talk about.
Yeah, we you know, we appreciate the feedback as always, and we would really, really, really just appreciate.
We know you guys like it shorter.
Yeah.
We know you guys like it short. So we're going to try, like, if you know, we're going to try to keep it tight. And maybe we could do 2 episodes at a time.
Yeah, possibly.
You know, we're thinking about maybe if you're that interested in listening to us right away, we'll find, you know, if you want, we'll upload it the same day for those of you who want, and we'll figure out a way to, you know, reward those who we interact with, because we're small still.
Yeah,
we're very small, and like anybody who wants to interact with us can, because if we get too big, it'll be harder to keep track of all you guys.
Right.
So yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.